1, 2, 3, 4.
We've had 25 albums as Sparks, and so with our albums as the band, we always try each time to figure out how to do something that's really provocative and modern. One way that we found to really challenge ourselves was to try to do a narrative project. We had done one project in the past, was called The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman, which was commissioned by the Swedish National Radio, which was a radio music drama. So we were really excited about working in that format in a way, and so this was the next kind of logical step to try to do something that would be a movie musical.
The origin of the story really was, what if there were a baby who could sing, and even in an operatic way, and then building around that.
9 years ago, we had met Leos Carax. A friend of ours had said, "Hey, would you like to meet Leos?" And we said, "Oh, it would be a real honor," because he had used one of Sparks' songs, a song called How You Getting Home, in his last film called Holy Motors. He was kind of a real kindred spirit, him being from the film world and us being from the music world, and that we shared certain ideals about the creative process. So we sent him this project, and he said, "Wow, this is something really interesting." And then we got an email from him saying, "You know, I'd really like to direct this as my next film." And then all of a sudden we said, "Wow, that's pretty astounding." Once Leos did get involved, he kind of wanted to help us in himself to refine the characters a bit more and to make them a bit richer and more detailed than maybe they were in our original version.
As the process progressed, we had discussions about our kind of shared sensibility of what movie musicals should be. Leos has always had a musical segment in every single one of his films. It's always a really strong segment, and so we had faith that if this were extended to an entire film of music and singing, that it would be something that would work. The song "So May We Start" that begins Annette was something that was there even before we met Leos. We envisioned a scene where it would be outside of the film, like fourth wall, where it isn't really a part of the sensibility of the film. The people that are involved with the film, speaking about the film and their fears that maybe the budget isn't large enough, or their worries about their preparation, or the ego problems of the writers.
They're underprepared, but that may be enough. The budget is large, but still it's not enough. So may we start, may we start, may we not start. So may we start, may we start.
And Leos is there. He has the first lines. It's actually his daughter that's in the opening shot as well, who is acting as though she's maybe an assistant. And so he says in French, "Ça va commencer," and it's going to start now.
So, may we start?
We have a kind of unique way of doing the music and the script at the same time. We don't separate the two. For us, the music is so integral to the whole process.
We knew that the movie was going to have a broad range of styles, but we wanted the opening number to be really bright. And it's a song stylistically that's more in keeping with what we do as Sparks.
He encouraged the Sparks band members to get some really irritating feedback from their guitars, and they're stomping on their pedals and all. And he was really encouraging them to do it louder and more abrasive.
It kind of really adds a level of intrigue to the beginning.
The scene was shot in Village Recorders in West Los Angeles. It's a really famous studio. Leos actually chose that studio because it had access. Once you leave the studio, you're on the busy boulevard, and he wanted to get that kind of color. It was one of the final scenes that was shot, oddly enough. Most of the movie was shot in Europe. Leos just felt it absolutely needed to be done in Los Angeles because he wanted to have the exterior shot as we're all walking along Santa Monica Boulevard. And so we're happy that they transported everybody here for that final scene. It is really amazing that there was no cuts in that shot at all. It is all one continuous shot. It was pretty bold.
Outside within. Outside within. So may we start. May we start. May we not start. So may we start. May we start. May we start.
I think we did 18 takes of it. It was demanding for us, the two of us non-actors, to be told, okay, you've got to put on your jacket, tie your scarf as you're getting up, and walk outside, and you've got to hit that staircase where Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard are both descending at exactly the right time of the song so that we can then all head out onto the street. Actually, we recorded just about everything right here, and when we went to shoot the scene, Leos wanted to have it actually be a real live performance, so it is the band playing.
So may we start. So may we start. It's time to start. High time to start.
One other thing that Leos really insisted on with all of the actors was that they sing their parts live while it's being shot, which was something that doesn't always happen in movie musicals. A lot of things are lip sync, but he really insisted that to give it more of a realism to their performances.
May we start, may we not start. So close all the doors and let's begin the show. The exits are clearly marked, thought you should know. The authors are here, so let's not show disdain. The authors are here and they're a little vain, a little vain.
They had lived with that song, the actors, for a long time, and the song So May We Start was actually rehearsed at that point to see what Marianne and Adam were capable of singing, or if there were any revisions that needed to be made for any reason, like the key or anything. And so when we got to Los Angeles, I think everybody was really well prepared.
When Leos really accepted that it could be a part of the final film, we were so thrilled that a thing that we'd envisioned for so long could actually be a part of the film. When it played at Cannes, just because there hadn't been the festival the year before and everybody was in such an exuberant mood, So May We Start almost became like the unofficial anthem this year at Cannes.
We really loved the scene, but then to see how it hits an audience is really something where you just have no idea, because we're working in such isolation during the whole process. To see the audience cheering when each character appears, and to be surprised that we were in the kind of the first people you really see singing in the movie and all. It was just, for us, it was really thrilling. So may we start.